Last month, single-family home closings dropped 7% and condo and townhomes dropped 14%. What effect does this have on the whole Las Vegas real estate market? We'll tell you today in our July 2025 update.
Hey everyone, I'm Steve.
And I'm Kristen.
We are the Thomas Group with Real Broker, your local Las Vegas and Henderson realtors, here today to bring you your June 2025 real estate market update.
Yeah, and it's been an interesting year. Let's just dive right into the numbers.
Yep.
We hooked you at the beginning, hopefully letting you know that our closings for last month were down 7% year over year. They're actually down 7% month over month too.
Yeah.
So you would think with those going down, what do you think that is? What effect do you think that's having on the median sales price?
I know. So I already had a little peek at, but if I hadn't have snuck a peek, my guess was that it was gonna be another level month again. But what happened?
Well, they went up 1%, which I would call that level. I mean, things are going to fluctuate month to month, up to 485,000, and that puts us up 2% year over year, which is actually a very healthy market. It is where we want real estate appreciation to be on average, throughout history. So it sounds crazy leading with like, oh my goodness, closings are down 6%. But I think as we mentioned last month, we kind of are feeling like things are steadily moving along.
I think that's a push to say like it's like steadily moving along. If like things are still definitely taking a lot longer than they have.
Well, then COVID, the average days on market, if it's like 60 days on market. Now, granted, there are some neighborhoods that are really slow, like Las Vegas. But I can tell you from the new construction side too, things are starting to pick up.
Well, I guess my judgment is clouded a little bit because we were talking about this prior to recording. I coach agents around the country, and a couple of agents that I coach in North Carolina, just outside of the Raleigh area, that area is booming. And like you're talking about COVID, it's like COVID there.
Yeah, right.
3 days.
So let their just deposit go immediately. It's crazy.
It's wild there. So, when we talk about the slowing down and, people could argue, oh yeah, interest rates haven't come down and we need the Fed to be decreasing it. But, that's nice in our little bubble here. Things are taking longer to sell and we would like interest rates to drop and stuff. But in other markets, it's still a really, really active time where they might not necessarily need any loosening.
Yeah.
Per se.
What was really interesting, Steve, is I read a report that Redfin put out just this last week, and they said as a whole in the whole U.S., the average sales price or the median sales price has gone up 1%. So at 2.1% year over year, we're doing a little bit better, but obviously that means that there's still people worse off, and like you said, there's people better.
Yeah,
markets, not people, markets better.
And then it's all hyper-local again.
It is hyper.
There's definitely markets and places in North Carolina, and these markets that it's shifting from a buyer's market to a seller's. We've got a couple of communities that have really shifted recently as well here in town. So if you're buying or selling, reach out to us. We'll send you our communities list that actually shows you if it's a buyer's or a seller's market, where you're buying or you're selling, so that you can make an educated decision. But 2 communities for buyers out there, and if you're a seller in these communities, you should really pay attention. But buyers can get really great deals right now. Seven Hills.
Well, this is not surprising because we have a team listing in Seven Hills that I think is priced very well.
Well, yeah. So why is Seven Hills?
I do not know. I think Seven Hills is such a hidden gem. They have great ranked schools. It's beautiful. It's really green. It's one of the greener neighborhoods. It's just a little bit older, so maybe that's a
I've got those in there like $10 million.
Yeah, so very wide. I just sold a condo for $230,000. So that's your low anchor up to, $10 million.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm banging on it, saying that this is you might think it's got, 100 months of inventory. It's only 5 months of inventory.
That's about
It's Seven Hills, but it's been growing and growing. And I was looking at the trends, and that looks like it's continuing.
yeah, it's a great neighborhood. Yes, so if you're looking to buy, I would definitely encourage you to check out.
I picked these two neighborhoods out because they're in two different areas of town. One's in Henderson, Seven Hills in Henderson, and the other one is in Las Vegas.
Okay.
It's on the west side of town. And I feel like a lot of people often maybe end up in this area because they were looking in Summerlin, and Summerlin has got the highest dollar per square foot out of any master plan community. So sometimes what they're looking for, can't find it, can't afford it, and they want to stay close. Peccole Ranch.
Oh, I love Peccole Ranch. It's super cute. Yeah, it's Summerlin adjacent, and so you get all the amenities and stuff that the shopping restaurants in Summerlin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a really cute little walking trail through it.
Yeah, it's really nice, and they've got lots of mature trees in there, like pine trees and stuff. It's a really nice community, and so in Peccole Ranch, it's a little bit more dramatic than Seven Hills. They've got 11 months of inventory.
Wow,
which
that is very much a buyer's market.
Very much a buyer's market.
I think that what's going on there is because they are competing with the new construction going on in Summerlin West. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, while the prices might be a little bit higher in Summerlin West, the builders are giving a lot of interest rate incentives and other incentives. So that's my thought.
And my input there would be that when you're competing against new construction, your home should at least be somewhat remodeled and updated.
Yeah.
A lot of those homes
are not.
Right, so your buyer pool is a lot smaller there as well. So yeah, for anyone that's looking for a great deal, Peccole Ranch is probably a great place to start shopping and writing offers.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we talked about units, so we talked about median sales price. Now here's an interesting one. We don't normally talk about the average sales price just because we don't want to confuse people too much, but very interesting one. The average sales price went up 7.2% month over month to $636,600, and we're up 5.3% year over year. Now, why do you think that the median is kind of stagnating and the average is increasing?
Well, I know the answer to that because I did some homework ahead of time, and that's the luxury market again. Let me just pull up my notes. So,
that's nice.
This is nice, yeah. Actually, my dad used to have one of these when he was a kid, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm happy. I'm with Dad now too. So 165 sales over $1 million, and 29 sales over $3 million last month.
Wow, in 1 month, that is crazy.
So one of our viewers mentioned in one of our comments, and they were totally right. They said, from our last market update, they said luxury market is not so affected because the majority of them are cash buyers. So not affected by the interest rates because they are cash buyers. I mean, that is definitely, I would say, true, sort of maybe 3 million plus, but there's still a lot of people that are financing below that for sure. But I think it's still a true testament that people are still moving here, and there's still a huge amount of demand here. We're just right now in a very strange place where I think the settling and the balancing is happening, and maybe this is it, right? We've come out of that over the last 5 months, and we went up a point last month, which is great. Did you say the pending sales yet?
I did not. Let's say the pending sales. So here, this is interesting. Pending sales are down 6.1 month over month.
Okay.
Not unusual to see the sales slow down, dip in the summer. We sometimes have a little peak in the fall, slow down again in the winter. So not unusual that they're down 6% month over month, but they're down 15% year over year. So we are, seeing it slow down.
Yep. So what do you think that's going to leave us then next month?
I've said this last month. I am very much team slow and steady.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think we're just going to kind of plug on. New construction is definitely picking up. So kind of speaking of the luxury market, there was some new construction communities, especially in the higher end range, that I was keeping my eye on. Some examples are in Lago by Toll Brothers in Lake Las Vegas. Toll Brothers had one called Glen Rock in Summerlin. And they had a couple months there where there was like maybe one, well, in Lago didn't have any sales for like 2 months from when they opened. There's a Tribe Point is doing La Cova, which is a really cool community in South Shore in like Las Vegas on the water. So you get modern homes on the water. Again, no sales. They've sold 3 lots. Now in Contalago, 3 lots. Now Glen Rock, picking up. They're starting to do sales. So it was very interesting to be sitting there for the last 2 months, like nothing selling. But the people that purchased during this time got really, really good deals. And there are still really good deals to be had, you guys. But we are seeing the quick move inventory shrink, which means that, you know, that those deals are going to be starting to be pulled back. So if you're considering new construction, I really think now is still the time to get in and get those really great deals. Really quick, I was just going to say, where they're getting the good deals, you're not always seeing it. They don't want to mess with the sales price, right? But where they're giving the incentives, they're going to pay.
You're not really seeing it.
Like if you just looked at comps, you wouldn't see, that the builders are giving great deals because
great tip.
They're giving it on the interest rate incentive. I mean, some builders are doing as low as 4% interest rates. Yep.
Fixed.
All of your closing costs, like everything, you know, design center credits, which is another one that's what you're not going to see that on the closed price of the.
They want to maintain the price integrity.
Exactly, because they know that the market shifts and they want to just maintain it. So yeah, if you are thinking about new construction, I'm your expert. Let's work together.
When is your next new construction update coming?
It's coming soon. The data just came out, so I'm going to be filming that soon. And that data is for the last quarter, which is when it was slowing down. So yeah, I'll share that with everyone.
Yeah, so make sure you subscribe to our channel if you want to follow the new construction updates. You know, when you were saying all of that, I had this, I think it was Warren Buffett that said, be fearful when people are greedy and greedy when people are fearful.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to do.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know, it's like, what's happening? It's slowing.
No, I think we need
it's to go against that, right? But I think if you separate yourself from where you are, maybe put yourself at the 30,000 foot perspective, right? Which is what we've been saying, you know, all along in terms of the infrastructure that's being built up here, the different sports teams that are coming, blah, blah, blah. It's still a very attractive place.
Okay.
So yeah, those people that made those decisions, like in these last 5 months, as you said, they've been the really, truly smart ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to our inventory, which is affected first and foremost by new listings. New listings are down 9% month over month, up 15% year over year. What effect is that having on our inventory? There were around 7,000 single family homes available for sale, which is up 5.2% month over month. So we are seeing the inventory go up a little bit. I think it was down last month. It was down. And up 70% year over year, which we didn't have much last year. Now you have a lot more to pick from. We're at 3.6 months of inventory. So overall, that still shows that it would favor the seller in the Las Vegas market as a whole. But like Steve said, it's a really dependent community to community.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Should we go on to condo and townhome?
Yes,
let's do it. All right. The median sales price was $305,000. That's down 0.7% from the previous month. You know, I call that about steady. Up 3.4% from the same time last year. So again, we've seen a little
steady appreciation.
Yeah. Last one we talked about, the condo and townhome had a little bit more appreciation than single family. Still seeing that. See, and here, this one now we're going to the average sales price. Not so much luxury condo and townhome units. This does not include high rise, by the way.
Okay.
That's a whole different sector. But these ones are, the average sales price went down 3.8% month over month and down 1.2% year over year. So what does that mean? That means that a lot more lower price condo and townhomes are being sold, not so many of the luxury ones.
Right. Yeah. And where do we have the luxury condos? Like
Toll Brothers is building a lot of
on the west side.
The west side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is interesting for anyone that is interested in the townhome product. Like they're doing one, they do these 3-story ones with like terraces and all cool stuff. They have an option for an elevator now, about $80,000 to add it in, but then it's in place.
Where is the community that Elias lives in?
That is a Toll Brothers Mirror Villa.
Because they still haven't finished building that place.
They have not, because exactly what we talked about, they are maintaining the value. They're actually increasing prices. They're in no rush to build it out. they want to just maintain that value, increase. And I know it's been, they took that project over during COVID or right before COVID, and they're still closing it out.
That's interesting.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. But
they're selling just very slow.
Slowly, hence the numbers, right? This is why I was thinking of that. I'm like, is this why it's been lagging behind?
Yeah.
Just because just generally the luxury, because they're luxury condos there.
Oh yeah,
hasn't been selling as much. Yeah, so obviously.
Yeah. Okay, what on to next? Sold units. There were 515 last month, down 8% month over month, and down 15% year over year. We're going to be seeing more of that come next month because our pendings are down 3.4% month over month and 12.6% year over year. All right. New listings are down 16% month over month, but up 11.8% year over year. So I imagine we'll see our inventory increase. And yes, we are. Inventory is up 2.2% month over month, up 87% year over year. And we are at 5 months of inventory for condo and townhome units.
Do you think we'll get to 100%?
What?
To double the amount of inventory?
At some point? I don't think so. I don't think it... Well, no, we were. I think we were last month. I think there was one that we were close.
Oh, was it?
I think it was close to double.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's just way more options now. And it actually feels good when we're working with buyers.
Yes.
To be able to have so many options and not to be lining up, with 20 other people to go and see that one house that
was
everyone likes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you go in and the photos made it look way better than it was. But I mean, I think hopefully we're on a little pickup here.
I feel
tiny one.
Yeah.
People are optimistic.
Slow and steady.
Little slow and steady pickup. But prices haven't gone down. In terms of the single family, we're seeing a little bit there on the condos and townhomes, which we'll pay attention to. Sometimes the single family and the condos and townhomes has this kind of yo-yo effect.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there, and we will keep you updated. But if you need any help buying, selling, investing in the Las Vegas real estate market, myself, Kristen, and our entire team would love to help you. You can learn more about us on our website, thethomasgrouplv.com. But for now, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again.
Bye.